Hello everyone, this is Viz coming at you from Walking Dead Now, where tonight we have a little bit of a special treat for you. We are premiering our latest video that was submitted to us by Derek Danby, and we're going to let a few more people come in. And we're going to show you guys this video. It's an awesome video. I hope you guys like it. It is a Negan video. I know what you're thinking. Another Negan video, but can you really have enough videos about Negan? I don't think so. This one's pretty good. You know, I named it Negan's Way because I think the overall theme of this video just is Negan wants it done his way or the highway, and if you choose the highway, well, you're going straight to the cemetery, or coming back to life in this case, as a walker. But in all seriousness, this is a great video. We'll let a couple more people come in here, and I'll get it started. So while we're waiting, how are you guys doing tonight? It is currently 1:12 in the morning. Continuing my Instagram and YouTube discussion sessions here to take questions from our followers and subscribers, you know, to answer any questions you guys might have about what we're about our videos, and how we're here to provide you guys with quality video fan content. There's just so much out there that gets unnoticed, and my mission is to bring it to everybody's attention and get these videos seen. The ones created by us, ones created by other talented digital creators out there. So if you're watching this on Instagram, you're a follower. If you know Walking Dead fans that don't follow us, you know, send them over to our page. They can follow. If you're watching on YouTube, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You won't be disappointed. We update our content frequently, several times per week, sometimes daily with new videos. You know, we create the videos, we take video submissions and promote channels that just don't have that many subscribers yet. But as a collaboration, you know, we hope to get everybody's subscriber count up to where it belongs, because there are a lot of talented people out there. So how are you guys doing? I know we got people here from all over the world. Doesn't matter, you know, we're all a big family here, part of the Walking Dead family. Walking Dead fans for life. I just want to say how much I appreciate all my Instagram followers. You guys are the best followers in the world. You guys are amazing. And I just love putting out content for you guys to watch. You know, I will sit in front of my computer, and even if I don't have a new video, I will sit down and just sit in front of Photoshop and just try to be creative and just make a new picture, even something as simple as that, just to bring it to you guys. So I just want to say that I appreciate all you guys. So by showing a thumbs up, who's ready to watch this video? Who's tired of hearing me talk and watch this video? I'm ready to watch it again. Season 10 is going to be on Netflix just before season 11 starts. So it's going to be a while. So it's not going to be anytime soon. Now, there are other ways of watching season 10 besides Netflix. And You know, I probably shouldn't be saying this on a live stream, but there are methods on the internet where you can get the episodes. Any one of them. Just by a couple of clicks. You know, so maybe privately, if you're interested, shoot me a message and I will point you in the right direction. So, but you didn't hear that from me. You know, even though I'm broadcasting this to over 100,000 people right now. Probably not the smartest move I ever made. So, show me a thumbs up. Who's ready to watch this video? Come on. Give me a thumbs up on who's ready to watch. I'm planning on posting this video on my feed after we're done, and I'm gonna, as soon as this live session is over, I will also post a video by itself on my Instagram feed for all to see. For those that are in bed sleeping right now, for those that are not on Instagram, you know, for those that have a life right now and are in bed or out, well, you know, I guess the state of the world, I guess you really shouldn't be out, but we're all going a little stir crazy. We got to keep ourselves entertained somehow. So I'm doing my my little part here, trying to keep you guys entertained, bring you some new videos with the help of a lot of other talented people out there. All right, we got a couple of thumbs up, so let's watch this video. And let me turn this music off. Let's get started, and love to hear your reactions afterwards. Okay, here we go. The Walking Dead, Negan's Way.
People are a resource. Money on the table.
Streets filled with blood, black and red, dreams and hearts that once knew love are cold and dead. Breathing rust, it's come to this. We burn to dust in apocalypse, but we can live again if we can find ourselves. Cities will burn, the end is come. Paradise is lost, we wonder what we've done. Riches rust, the iron fist crashes down on the powerless, but hope can live again if we can find ourselves.
who we are. We are Satan. Let's do it. Pussy. Eugene, I was going for a handshake.
So, give me your thoughts. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know. I thought it was pretty cool, you know. I've seen a lot of Negan videos out there, and, you know, this one is pretty action-packed. Back to back to back power, you know. Hey Stefan, how are you? I mean, they start filming like in March. You know, let's put the pandemic aside and let's pretend it's a normal year, you know, normal schedule. They start filming in March and they usually don't wrap up till October or November. And they're there every day, you know, under that hot Georgia sun, filming, you know, sometimes from morning till night. And, you know, when you heard Rick Grimes, who's played by Andrew Lincoln, you know, he said that was just one of the, it was a reason why he, you know, left the show and decided to take the movie deal. He did it for 9 years and it's exhausting, and he wanted to spend some more time with his family. You know, he also lives in England. Yes, he is British, for those of you that don't know. He's from England and portraying a Georgia boy. And he does it very well, too. You know. I could tell you some stories. I remember, who here remembers the Sophia coming out of the barn as a walker scene in the mid-season of season 2? How many of you guys remember that? Come on, we're all Walking Dead fans. You guys must have seen it. Who saw the episode where Sophia, you know, comes out of the barn when Shane decides to shoot up all the walkers that Herschel has holed up in there? Of course you can join. Okay, so you guys remember. Alright. Here's where I screwed up. Now, that was 8 years ago, okay? I have 3 children. And they were very, very young at the time. And when I saw that scene, you know, that Sunday night, the next day, it was just such an amazing scene that I called in all 3 of my kids who were very, very young. I'm like, guys, you gotta watch this really, really cool scene. And it scared the living shit out of them. It's just one of those things as a dad that it just went over my head that I'm showing this really horrible scene to little kids and expecting them to appreciate it. And I'm like, oh God. And to this day, they have not forgotten that. That has stuck with them. So that's not a Q&A, it's a screw up dad fact of me. Not one of my best moments as a dad. I should have made a better judgment call on that one. But it was funny. They were so scared. One of them couldn't sleep for a couple of days. But they're older now, and one of them watches the show with me every Sunday. And the other two are watching it as well. So I guess in the end it's all good. It's funny thinking about it in hindsight, though. I remember when the show premiered, October 31st, Halloween, 2010, I believe. Yeah, 2010, October 31st. And I was not in front of the TV watching it live. I had to be at a wedding, and I DVR'd it. And I remember, coming home and watching it, and I'm like, all right, this is not half bad. This has some potential. I know a lot of people got hooked on this show through Netflix. Okay, Juan saw it. I mean, this show just catapulted when it got on Netflix. I know so many people that just, after like season 4 or 5, when it was at its peak level, there were so many people binging it on Netflix. Ooh, Resident Evil and Walking Dead crossover. That would be interesting. Speaking of Resident Evil, we have the rage zombies, and then we have the slowpoke zombies. How many people, well, we're Walking Dead fans, so we all obviously like the slow-moving zombies. But how many of you guys actually like also the rage zombies? The ones that run, that, the ones like in World War Z, that can build the zombie ladder and climb over a wall and fall, 150 to 100 feet flat on a car and get up and continue running after you. Overtake a city in less than 10 minutes. So you like the rage zombies, Vega? Well, I hate the Whisperers too. And the reason George Romero, oh god, there you go. The guy who started it all. Night of the Living Dead. Classic movie. George Romero. Night of the Living Dead. Dawn of the Dead. All these, the original Day of the Dead. Man, that brings back a lot of memories. So yeah, George Romero zombies were, they were slow. You came up with the whole concept. In order to actually kill them, you gotta destroy the brain. The whole thing with them being cannibals. And he's the one that brought it into the mainstream. The man was a genius. I agree, DVD. There is more suspense. But those fast ones, they scare the shit out of me. I mean, can you imagine those things running after you? Holy cow. How many of you guys watched Black Summer on Netflix? Give me a thumbs up if you guys watched Black Summer. It's the zombie show on Netflix. It is rage zombies. Okay, we got 1, 2. Now, that is a great show. Season 2 is coming out. It was great. That last episode, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, If you haven't watched it and you have Netflix, you gotta watch it. It's only like 6 episodes, and the last episode is only like 20 minutes. But those 20 minutes in that last episode, you want to talk about action. I really don't want to spoil it for the people that haven't seen it. But that last episode, I was watching it by myself, and after watching that last episode, I called my son down to watch just a little bit of that last episode, and that got him hooked, and he binged all 6 episodes by himself after that. That episode was epic. It was intense. You know, I don't want to spoil it, but basically, you know, a group of survivors, they're trying to make their way to a safe zone, which is a stadium, and they arrive with other survivors, you know, and oh man, does all hell break out. And what made it so good is because, you know, if you were to picture something like that happening in real life, that's exactly how it would play out. Yes, that's another great show, Kingdom. That is another great show. The Korean, you know, those zombie Korean movies are awesome. Have you seen Train to Busan? If you haven't, you gotta watch Train to Busan. That's another Korean zombie movie. The Kingdom, Train to Busan, I mean, they're amazing. I mean, I'm a big horror fan. I'm not just, you know, The Walking Dead and that's it. I love horror movies in general. I grew up on them. It's my favorite genre. You know, I grew up, you know, with the teenage, you know, camp counselors in the woods getting hacked and slashed by, you know, Jason in a hockey mask. My favorites were, you know, I'm a big Halloween fan. You know, Michael Myers is my favorite. But right now, my favorite genre in horror movies is the paranormal ones, like The Conjuring. I love the first Conjuring. I thought it was a great movie. Yes, Halloween Kills. They filmed Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends back to back, and you know, it's coming out in October, and then Halloween Ends is coming out in 2021 in October, even though I really doubt it's going to be the last Halloween movie. But Michael Myers, you know, also known as The Shape. Freddy, you know, I'm cool with Freddy. You know, Freddy was a sadistic bastard. And the first Nightmare on Elm Street was really good. The first couple ones were really good. I didn't like the remake that much. The one they did a couple of years ago. I wasn't a big fan of that one. But the first Nightmare on Elm Street was just scary as shit. Just the idea of, you know, a killer that your parents did vigilante justice and they burned him alive is coming back and killing their, you know, his killer's kids in their dreams is just horrifying. Dwight's on Fear the Walking Dead. He crossed over. He's with Morgan on Fear the Walking Dead. That's where Dwight is. Where are you gonna show me Heads of a Zombie, Pato? Yes, I have seen Grave Encounters. I've seen every I mean, when it comes to paranormal TV, I, I've soaked it all up. You know what I mean? I I mean, I've soaked it. I don't think there's a show or a movie that I haven't seen that it's in the paranormal genre. Starting with like the original Amityville Horror House. How many of you guys have seen that one? The original one, Amityville. That one scene where the mom looks under the bed and she looks out the window of her daughter's bedroom and sees those two red eyes staring back at her. That, as a kid, kept me up at night. All right, DVD, there you go. You saw, yeah. Do you remember that scene where Margaret Kidder, who played the mom, looked out? She was in her daughter's. The kid's name was Jody. No, sorry, Jody was the ghost, the supernatural ghost that was playing with her daughter, who they thought was an imaginary friend. And she goes to close her daughter's bedroom window, and she peeks outside, and there's a tree, and she sees these two red, beady eyes looking at her. Oh man, that scared the shit out of me. That scared the shit out of me. Just one of those moments, as a kid growing up that just sticks with you. Just like the original Halloween. I mean, I was too young. I didn't see it in the theaters. I was too young when it came out in the theaters. I saw it like in the 80s when it was came out on the version of what we would call cable TV, and I saw it one night, and yeah. After that, I was a horror fan for life. I'm not that big of a vampire lover, John Carpenter. I love John Carpenter. How many of you guys have seen The Fog? The original The Fog by John Carpenter. With Jamie Lee Curtis. Well, I have a story about Halloween 3, and okay, alright, so you guys seen The Fog. Pato, have you seen The Fog? The original one? With Jamie Lee Curtis and Christopher Atkins, who was in Halloween 3? There are a lot of big time actors in The Fog. But anyway, The Fog, John Carpenter. I mean, shoot, I can't think of a bad movie John Carpenter made. Escape from New York. That's another John Carpenter movie with Kurt Russell. Where, back in the 80s, it takes place in the future, which for them it was back in 1999. Manhattan has become a prison. Yeah, he is great at that music. Oh man, Escape from New York, The Fog. Of course, Halloween. I mean, how famous is that Halloween theme? It is insane. It's crazy. Exactly, Stephen King. Oh, don't get me started. When I was like a teenager, we went to a book signing for Stephen King, and the line was so huge, and we were waiting in line for like a good 30 minutes to an hour. When they came up to us and they cut off the line like several people ahead of us, saying we're not going to be able to meet him and get his signature. That's another memory from my childhood. We were so upset. The one chance I had to meet Stephen King and get his autograph, get him to sign a book, gone. Never happened. So what's your favorite Stephen King movie or TV? Is it It? bringing us to another topic. Uh, how many of you guys saw that new? The name escapes me right now. The Shining sequel that just came out last year. Christine was awesome. How many of you guys saw that Shining? I forgot the title, but the Shining sequel that came out last year. You want to talk Doctor Sleep? There you go, Doctor Sleep. That was amazing, and you know that was exactly how the book was written, as opposed to how Kubrick did The Shining with Jack Nicholson, where it was more, it was more of a paranormal movie. If you watch The Shining, the whole mention of the shine and all that is just briefly mentioned throughout the movie, but the basic overall theme of The Shining is this couple with their kid go to look, stay at a hotel that during the winter is empty and it's haunted as shit. Okay? Watching The Shining as a kid also, that's what you walk away the movie's about. But now if you watch Doctor Sleep and you really get to see what The Shining was supposed to be like, about people who have this gift, and Danny calls it the shine, their ability to basically, I don't know how you would put it, steal the soul out of people. And you've got that group, that soul-sucking vampire group in Doctor Sleep. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to give too much away. But anyway, anybody who hasn't seen Doctor Sleep, and if you're a horror fan, watch it. Of course, see the original Shining. That's a great movie in itself. I just don't see the two as a sequel. But I loved how at the end of Doctor Sleep they went back and they to the original hotel, and it was exactly just how they left it. You know what I mean? That was awesome. And they did such a great job recreating the set to make it look exactly like it did in the original movie. They did an amazing, red rum. Murder spelled backwards. Oh man. I can be here for hours talking about horror movies. Oh yeah. I mean, Friday the 13th, after the fourth one, the final chapter, it just got ridiculous. And then, I mean, they made it all the way to where Jason went into space. I mean, come on. What's My Zombies? I haven't heard of that. From a lot of people that just don't have that many subscribers or followers, and we want to just bring those videos out into the public so a lot of people can see them. So visit our YouTube page, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. Thank you so much for your support. We'll be doing another live session again tomorrow, and we will talk to you at that point. I hope everybody, depending on where in the world you are, you enjoy the rest of your day. If it's nighttime, good night. I hope you get a good night's sleep. Thank you for watching. This is the Viz. And as always, stay walking, guys. Till next time.